finally a rear-engine Volkswagen platform again. A rear motor because it's electric. This thing is like an old-school Beetle Pan. I love it. It's like dune buggies that I remember as a kid. Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm really excited about this car. Volkswagens have always been kind of synonymous with dune buggies. The original Beetle was one of the things that generated the entire spectrum of dune buggies to start with cars like the original Myers-Manx. And you see a lot of that influence right here in Volkswagen's new electric ID Buggy. It's exciting because this has a lot of the properties that Volkswagens had way back in the old air-cooled days. For example, it's rear-engined again. There's a motor in the back. It's not an engine because it's electric, but it's back there. It's a chassis that looks kind of like the old Type 1 VW chassis in that there's a flat battery pan and then there's front and rear axles, and it's kind of its own independent thing. And what makes this really amazing is VW says they'll be willing to sell this platform, this chassis, to other companies who will put bodies on it for things like this. Because this is a niche market car. This isn't a Golf. This isn't going to sell in huge, huge numbers because look at it. It's got no roof, no doors, no anything. But it would be a hell of a lot of fun. It's literally just like the old market for old fiberglass dune buggies. And everything about this is clearly inspired by that. This line is very clearly from an old Myers-Manx, and inside, it's all plastic. The body's plastic. There's hardly any padding anywhere. It's the kind of thing you could just hose out after you go off on the beach or you get sick and vomit inside it or whatever. It's easy to clean, easy to hose out, and this thing feels like it would be a hell of a lot of fun. They did a really good job with this. So I'm excited when they say they're actually going to produce it. I'm pretty jaded because all the time these companies say they're going to produce things and I just can't believe them because I've just been hurt too many times. But this time, because it's not just their responsibility, because they can just send this platform out, the MEB electric platform, out to other companies and let them do it, maybe it'll actually happen. And this thing is full of good details. Like there's no provision for a roof whatsoever, but you've got a roll bar here and then around back, there's a little like luggage area back here. And if you look here, there's even some enclosed storage under here, a pretty good sized little trunk. And again, because the motor is down by the axle, you've got all this room on top. Literally the entire length of the car, they can put whatever the hell they want on it. And that's what they're doing. So there's this, you got little straps. They've done a lot of other nice things, like the light units are very modern LED things, but there's still like a separate little like bullet light like you'd see mounted on the hood of like an old school dune buggy, just kind of integrated in there. Now I'm told this is using the smallest of the battery packs that they have for MEB, and because the aerodynamics are pretty terrible if we're honest, and it has these big tires and going to be going over sand, its range isn't going to be that great, but VW says it's enough to have fun with, and I guess that's pretty fair. I'm sure that's the case. I really like this thing. It shows exactly why this new generation of skateboard-like electric car platforms actually can be a lot of fun. And it doesn't mean the death of fun in cars because everything's going electric and they don't make a lot of noise and smoke and smells. There's still a lot of fun to be had in the flexibility of what you can do. I don't know where the hell you're going to charge it up if you're out in the middle of the beach, so maybe you're going to have to tow it home, but who cares because you're going to be having a pretty good time anyway. So yeah, let's hope VW actually, or some VW partner actually builds this thing, and it'll be fun to drive it around in the water, and then they can figure out if having an electric car near a saltwater ocean is going to be a big problem. I guess somebody's thought that through already, but in my head it seems kind of terrifying. Whatever, it's a good time. I like it.